Hi guys, Ben here. Today I'll be doing a squad builder for you guys. It's not a great squad builder, but it's got me to the division we're in now, which is Division 3. Yeah, let's just get on with it. Let's make the squad. In goal, got Weidenfeller. Very strong goalkeeper. He's got me out of a lot of difficult situations in defence. I only bought him for 1,700 coins. His reflections are good, so is his diving and handling are all about the same. His positioning is excellent. He could be a little bit faster and his kicking could be more, but it's alright really. In right centre-back position we have Hermels, and in left centre-back position we have Watting. Both of these players are really good. Watting I've had since I started playing with this team, which I've actually modded around with quite a lot and changed players around. He's 6'4", and he scored 10 goals for my club, most of which is all from his heading, which is 82. He's also got enough pace to be able to get back and put pressure on the defence. His work rate could change a little bit, but his weak foot and skill moves is fine. And like I said, I played with him since the beginning, and I have 122 games played with him, which is a lot. Hummels, he's pretty new to me. I've had him for 75 games, which you can get used to him. His heading is good. He's 6'4", 85 heading. Sometimes you just wonder, can he actually put that in the back of the net? And most often I think he can, but he just isn't. His defending and his heading is good. He lacks a bit in pace, which I would rather have him done. I would probably prefer if he had less attacking work rate and more defensive work rate. But it's quite good, to be honest. It's not bad at all. He scored 8 goals for me, which is good. Most of which have got me out of drawing and stuff. And I think he's the most expensive player in this team, actually. So as you can see, I only bought him for 3,600 coins, but it really is quite useful. Right back. In right back we have Piszczek. Really good. I think I've had him for like 50 games, 53 games. Bought him for 2,900. Which is a good price for him because he's got 85 pace. His defense is good. He's got, the pace is nice, but he also does quite good blocks as well. He's only got 1 contract left. His heading, it's good. It's better than my previous right back, who was Rafinha, because I think he's a bit taller, so he wins more headers. I don't really mind for a defender if it's good heading or bad heading, as long as he's winning headers and getting the ball away from my net. And that's what Piszczek does well. In left back position is our first non-rare player, and it's Schmelzer. Another Borussia Dortmund player. 78 pace. Pretty close to Piszczek. He lacks in heading, and he's only like 5'11", which is only 1 inch smaller than Piszczek, but he doesn't seem to win as much headers as Piszczek does. I don't think he jumps as high, which is annoying because I've conceded a lot of goals from that. I've had Schmelzer for 122 games as well. I bought him for just 500 coins. Yeah. Most of these players are around about over 1,000 coins, so that's 1,000. 1,700, of course the 3,900, 3,600, 2,900 here. But Schmelzer I think is the cheapest player in this team. As he's non-rare, people tend to buy him for less than discard price. For more than discard price, which is less than the rare discard price, luckily. Oops. Sorry guys. So yeah. In CDM position, there we go. I've got Bender. Yeah. Set parameters. Yeah, I've got Bender. He's very solid. His work rate is high, I believe. So he's always running around. He's always trying to win the ball. He may not be the fastest, got the best dribbling, best shooting, best defending, but he's always there and he's always helping. I played 119 games with Bender, and I must say he's absolutely brilliant. He's only scored 2 goals for me though in those 119 games, which is a bit surprising. His brother Sven Bender, who I used to have, Lars Bender, who I used to have, scored about 5 games when I had him. I had him for less than half that time that I played with him. In right mid, of course, is Blaszczykowski now. 93 pace is epic. Shooting, he scored enough goals for me, 6 I think. Yeah, he's only played 63 games for me, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to get used to a player. He's got a lot of assists, 21 assists for me. It's always nice. He's had a yellow card, I don't really care about that. His weak foot is good too, so he's right-footed. He plays on the right mid, which is annoying, but he can at least have a good shot with his left foot as well. He's only 5'9", so he's not winning much headers, but as a winger, I don't really mind about that. Yeah, I think I bought him for 2,300. On the other side of the pitch, we have Elia. Very good players. You can see there, 91 pace, 84 dribbling. That's about it, really, to be honest. Most of it's 40s and 60s. His next highest is his passing. Good through balls. He's also quite good at whipping in crosses. So is Blaszczykowski, for that matter, as well. Both of them have got a talent to whip in crosses. He's right-footed, and he's got 5-star skill moves. So every time he does shoot, and he cuts inside, he can at least shoot with his stronger foot. Yeah, skill moves, I've had a load of dribbles with him where I've actually managed to take on a lot of their team because of it. I bought him for, I think, about 1,000 coins. 1,200 coins. So, yet again, there's another cheap player in the team. Most of these players are all cheap, but pretty good. In cam position now, Cruz, a very strong player, links up well with. In fact, in the team he only links up well with one of my strikers and Bender, but it doesn't really matter. His pace is low, but it feels a lot faster than 57. Of course, his shooting is epic. He's got a lot of shot power and he can hit them from a long distance. Weak foot, 5-star skill. 5-star weak foot, that's always good. He scored 29 goals for me, actually, in the 96 games he's played. Even though his skill moves are less, I still managed to get a lot of skill in with him. He doesn't win much headers, to be honest, but he's got quite a lot of heading power when he does, even though it only says 56. In my left strike position is the one that he'll link up well with, Mandzukic. Not really much to say about him apart from he's a bit OP. He's 88 heading. 88 heading. Bought him for 1,000 coins and he scored 97 goals for me. He's 6'2", so he's not as tall as some of the defenders. But he still manages to jump and win headers against them. 88 heading, wow. His defense is 53, but his high defensive work rate means that he can do a lot of defending from up front, win ball and take shots, which will allow him to score. His pace, dribbling and shooting is 77, 77 and 78. He Shooting does normally end up in the back of the net, but sometimes the keeper can end up getting a touch to it. Passing, he's not really doing much of it, but when he does it, it kind of does lack, like it says. But likewise, it doesn't really matter because he's got 88 heading. What he's there is for running into the box and heading it in, isn't he? He's one of the few players in this team that has actually been with me since the beginning of this team, this Bundesliga squad. Yeah, and you've probably seen it already. The last player is Aubameyang. He scored many goals for me, and 95 pace just proves that he can run after it as well. I think he was 4,500. Sorry, he is my most expensive player. 6'1", even though he is still winning headers. His weak foot is pretty low, but he's still got good skill moves, which is nice. Not much to say about him really, apart from he's fast and he can score goals. He doesn't really do much defending from the front. He normally just ends up chasing after the defences. They pass it around him. But at least he's got stamina, so he can keep running afterwards. So, yeah, that's my team. But as you can see, the rating is only 69 because I haven't got a bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a bench right now. Alright, I don't need Bundesliga anymore.